Hey guys, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. Join the party. Come have a beer with Inara.
Across our universe, a special significance is often bestowed upon the third planet from a star. Earth, Kepler 186, in Centauri Prom to Nightfall. In the Pathfinder universe, another third planet exists, the world of Golarion.
Golarion is a striking blue and green jewel against the backdrop of the void. Clouds of white and grey dance across its atmosphere, forming ever-changing patterns over the continents. Vibrant blue oceans reflect the golden sunlight, while its lush green landmasses are marked by vast forests, rolling hills, and towering mountain ranges.
Golarion is a world of contrast and complexity, from ancient ruins that hold undead civilizations to vibrant, multicultural cities of the living. Golarion is a place of magic and mysteries, where legends come to life, and a captivating narrative of cultures, ancestries, and histories weave an incredible tapestry.
Join us in the heart of the Pathfinder universe, a hub of magic and myth, where ancient gods and fabled creatures shape its destiny. Join us for tales of long-lost treasures, nefarious villains, and heroic alliances that will shape the fate of the world and become known as the Wayfinder Legends.
All right, we return to our heroes in the camp outside of Castle Altered, or Hell Knight Hill, as a lot of people like to call it. And they are trying to figure out their next steps. They've just captured the fugitive Calmut in a heck of a knockdown, drag-out fight. I don't think a single member of the party left with over half hit points.
Oh, Boddy dead.
On
a 15 of 19. Mm-hmm.
Oh, show off.
But Fawin, who had been untouched, dropped down by half due to Boddy's failed magic.
No, it did fail. It hit.
It was a solid hit.
Yeah. But then we're able to safely navigate back through with this whole, would literally like a half of the tribe or a tribe of goblins.
There are 8 surviving Bumblebrashers.
Oh. And we have them all?
Yep.
Nice.
Well, plus 9 if you include Warble.
Yeah.
Yep. The Bumblebrashers, after a bit of discussion, have decided they're going to go and live in the barracks area where the bugbear used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe go hunt some giant rats or something. They recovered all the dog slicers and stuff that were left at the bottom of the courtyard when you guys went through. The Calmut had told them to throw down their weapons, and so they chunked them all off. And just as we left off, you were trying to heal our resident warrior.
Yes. Let me
Barbarian.
roll that bad boy. I didn't see what the roll was last time because you interrupted me halfway through. So let's hope it's a good one. So Boddy stopped Inara and said, listen, before we go, I should probably leave up in case we're into trouble on the way home, because we don't know if this little worm of a halfling might have other people that are shooting for it, for the bounty, or for personal reasons, because he's kind of a crap whore. Here we go. That's a natural one. Okay. That means I think I just did 1d8 damage to... 1 point of damage. Luckily, my 2 SDWA dice rolled identical 1. Boddy is nervously tending to these wounds because he's, got all this stimuli around him, and he's never worked on someone this critically injured that survived. Mm-hmm. And as he works on you, he accidentally, trying to poke some of your guts back in, he puts a hole in one. And he binds up.
Oh my God! Ow!
This is too much for me to. I need to study my book more. I'm so sorry.
I thought you were like an expert.
No.
In this stuff.
When I was healing back in the Warrens, none of my patients needed to survive. I was just there to keep them alive for torturing.
Oh.
Or. It wasn't me. Okay. I wasn't torturing them. Now you know why I'm not there anymore. But now that I have a reason to travel with you all, I'm learning how to do it right.
I think that's pretty admirable. You're good, Jerry.
Oh.
But I do feel worse than I did 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know why. Let's get to town, find a good healer, and I'll read my book some more. Well, Let me take on whatever comes at us first next time, and instead of me backing you up, you back me up.
No, I'll be fine. After a couple beers tonight, I'll be brand new.
I mean, if we run into trouble before we get back.
Oh.
I'm really worried about this worm.
Yeah. Good point.
And Fawin steps up after that failure and looks at Inara and reaches into her robe and pulls out one more red vial.
Nice.
Inara will grab the bottle and chug it. You could have given this to me earlier when I was literally bleeding on the floor.
But Stagram stepped in and did that.
And then you saw me, on the battlements. You didn't think, oh, she looks like she's really in pain right now.
I really thought Boddy could do it.
Okay.
Oh. Another dagger through Boddy's heart.
You want to roll that die?
You want me to roll it, or do you want to roll it?
You're the one that gets to drink it.
Yep.
Yeah, I will. That is a 2. So I'm at 6 hit points.
Yep. And so you're sitting there, and this metal hand clamps on your shoulder. Stagram looks at you very seriously. Says, about the healing potion that I gave you earlier. Pay the fee promptly.
Speaking of fees, not to delay us, but if we're going back into town, it kind of makes sense we clear through those dummies on the way rather than leave money there and come back in the week. Fawin might have done that then and then come back out at the very end to see that it didn't work. So
Mage hand.
And this is where we're camped to the west?
No, we're camped to the east. Okay. The extra exit is to the west.
Oh, that's right. Plame, you found out something.
Yeah.
He took
with
off.
Helda.
Yes.
So you went to go get the money,
Yes.
and she's getting healed, so it's all 4 of us. Okay.
Yeah.
Our little 10 minute
Yeah, and
break.
Stagram came back with his horse.
So we're all gathered back around the camp.
Yes.
So Plame will say a couple things. He's talking to the group. He's like,
Helda showed me the secret way in the back door. It's not that hard to find, but you have to know where to look. So when we come back, it's in that kind of knotty hill on the west side. There's a stone you could turn, and it uncovers a tunnel.
The escape tunnels, the rescue tunnels you were talking about, Alec.
Yes. I just know where it was on this castle. Interesting.
then points at
Just in case, I did find some silver in the box there in the castle. And he gets out, and you found some in the...
Yes, about 30 silver pieces worth from the dummies. See, I told you it'd be worth it.
Yeah. So once we combine it all, I think that was 60 silver. So
that's-
we'll say 60.
Okay.
So that's 15 apiece. So everybody give yourself 15 silver.
Tiny.
And then Plame, after that's all done, look up at Alec and say, and he's staying 10 feet away from that horse.
Alec, would you mind
He looks at the halfling.
wrapping this thing around your horse to take it to the town?
Of course. Yeah, he slaps the halfling on the back of his horse pretty hard and runs a rope around it.
Fawin looks up at the sky. The weather's starting to roll in. We should probably get to
Start to
town.
turn.
Yep.
Starting to rain on you.
So we all head out.
Yep. I mean, I'm just waiting for Boddy. Then we'll just head out with everyone.
Yeah. Warble will come back with you.
Okay.
Awesome.
But she stays about, 10, 15 yards from the horse. She's going to trail behind you.
It's poops everywhere.
Calmuts do not like any sort of animal.
That's not true. Plame will hang back with Warble and
kittens.
have, just chit-chat and conversation.
Yep.
Kind of reminiscing about what life was with her as a goblin. Just picking up the conversation from the campfire.
Tells you about all the fun things she did as growing up as a goblin. Trading with half-orcs and having run away from hobgoblins.
When she says that, Plame kind of almost, not stumbles, but you can tell he flinched. And then he stops and then keeps on going.
Yes. A lot of fun. So, as it really starts to come down, you guys you've come down off the hill and going through sort of the farmland. About the mile or so of farmland from the bottom of the hill out to Breachill. The halfling comes too, and he's cussing you guys the whole way, wiggling around.
Boddy says, while he's yapping, that whatever witch you're talking about, you better hope she doesn't find you now.
I swore away from that vase. Employer. I think she's my master. Calmut do this. Calmut do that. Quit stealing from the till, Calmut. Always on my back.
Do we remember who was the owner of the bookstore?
Make a society check, Jordan.
But she sent him to the... Did she send him to the castle, it sounds like?
No, I think he just said he was going to get away from that witch. We don't know if it's a literal or figurative witch.
But he wanted the ring.
He wants to.
And he somehow knew about the ring. He probably found out the knowledge at the bookstore. Fawin, for what it's worth, rolled another 15 on society, so a 22 if she remembers the shop owner's name.
There was
a
vase Lorraine. It's
Isn't that the
partially-
he just said?
yeah, vase.
Yeah,
vase.
said.
Yeah, who owns a bookstore in Breachill. Do you ask him any questions?
So Fawin comes up and just asks, so do you mean like a literal witch, spellcasting witch, or she's just a nasty lady?
Oh, she's all kinds of nasty things. Always telling me what to do. Ain't everyone's business, but on everybody. That I needs to keep her nose to herself. Bite her nose off, I get the chance.
Spying on everybody, he said.
You know, we're...
Oh, think she's so perfect. Think she's so pure. I don't know her.
Does she kind of remind you of this girl over here? And she points at Fawin.
Yeah, what are those things?
I think he needs elven.
Oh, like pointy ears?
Yeah, a little half-breed thing like that, yeah.
Kind of hurts Fawin's feelings a little bit.
Like she's so special, so high in my room.
You know, and Fawin pulls a silver coin out of her pouch and passes it, in her fingers a little bit and then puts it back away. You know, we are interested in what's best for the town, so if she had secrets and maybe you were doing the right thing to begin with, maybe you could share some of those and then we could help each other.
Give me a diplomacy check.
That is a modified 15.
It's the bare minimum. He's like, maybe. What's in it for me?
Could be freedom for one thing, or at least not death or torture.
Yeah.
Like that.
How about you tell a nice lady what she wants to know, or I'll break your arms. How about that?
Intimidate check?
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
11.
No, look at you. I could blow and you knocked you over. You're half dead.
Inara's gonna kind of squeeze those caltrips on his feet.
Wow. Vicious is a thing.
Oh,
He totally said, you're better than me.
no, she's like that. I'm sorry. And then on the other, Fawin kind of lifts up so you can see over the horse's rump a little bit, like stands up straight as they're walking and gives Inara like a look like, stop trying to work here.
Plame looks up at Alex and sees, is he kind of smiling, or does he even care? Is he listening?
Alec?
Yeah, Alec.
Give me a perception check. No, I'll be 10. It's hard to tell if he's listening or not. He's looking forward, very stone-faced.
He didn't start chuckling when she squeezed his feet.
Yeah, he's
treating
he seems to be reacting like that's pretty business as usual.
So Fawin says to the halfling, well, what are some of the dirty little secrets that she's keeping?
I don't know what she's always doing, always writing things in her little journals. Always writing things in a little journal. Talks different one way, talks different another way. They think she's so special, she's so high and educated, she's a gutter rat. She is.
You mean she's faking an accent, or she's speaking differently as in she's speaking Elven or something else?
She says all kinds of things, nasty languages, make my skin crawl.
She's probably talking like abyssal and stuff like that.
Probably so.
Boddy says, you're the one to be talking. You're the one summoning those imps to burn the library.
Of course I said that little spot. Whoosh! All went up, you see that? See that? Yeah. Whoa. So we didn't want him to send anybody, get in my business. Well, I suppose you came anyway. Guess I should have been a bigger fire, put more on.
How'd you get those imps to work to do that for you?
I was digging around in her little papers. She's got all kinds of things. Buys them off adventurers all the time.
This guy is crazy, and that's coming from me.
Or he's just the first branch in the whole forest. It means that there's more to it than just this one part. Like maybe he is doing things for this shop owner, Vaz lady, and then she's connected to something. Like he may not be the trouble, she may be the trouble.
Plame pipes up from the back.
He's trouble, I tell you. I know it.
He fingers his wind a little bit.
I think we need to find a way to investigate her some too.
Well, I think maybe we should focus on what we need to do back at the castle, get that stuff figured out, and then we could maybe look at doing some. That's not even our job. We just tell those people that wanted him in the first place what's going on, and they'll figure it out.
Well, I understand that, but what if there's power? What if there's opportunity for us to learn more?
Learn what?
I don't know, just things about the world and how it works and
You don't know how the world works?
Just to be more, Inara, to be more.
I don't need to be more. I'm happy with the way I am now.
Fawin just kind of nods and,
But
takes that in.
there is one thing
What's that?
that I'm searching for, and I'll tell you about it tonight. But I do think that we should maybe help Alec out, since, he kind of helped us out a little bit.
100%.
And then find, Bumble? And then maybe we could think about investigating this witch lady.
Yeah.
Yep. And Plame's limping along the background too.
First, we might want to get healed up.
Yes, I know. Trust me. I'm on it.
And poor Bobby. He's just... How does he feel about that part of the conversation? I'm just feeling the guilt.
I didn't say first we might want to find a real healer. I said first we might want to get healed up.
Body's just frustrated that when he actually wants to be a healer now, he has to. He feels like he should have maybe focused on that more, but he doesn't. I mean, he was just trying to survive back then, so he doesn't feel too guilty. He's frustrated that he's not picking it up as fast as he wants to.
In that case, Plame will shout from the background.
Cheer up, buddy. At least your ray of frost finally hit.
And you see Fawin kind of take a stop step for a second, and he kind of glances down toward Plame.
Plame with a sneak attack from the back.
Get out of my brain. Sneak attack. It's not just for combat anymore. That's awesome.
Fawin one last time does say to the halfling,
The ring. Why do you want it so badly? What can I help you do?
Do you have any idea what an old elf ring like that could be worth?
That's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell it. I don't care. I don't care what it does, who does it. As long as I get paid, I can get the hell out of Faw's shop.
How'd you find out about this ring?
Oh, I was digging around in her stuff. Think she's so fancy can hide things I can find things. You know Faw's bookseller, Breachill? But he's so special. He's in his own little world over here now.
He's still delirious. I mean, he did just regain consciousness after
He has got it.
getting forgot to butt head by a goblin.
He's got an axe to bury with Vaz, that's for sure. Good lord. Axe to grind, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've been digging around looking for something good, something to sell. Buy my way out of there. Didn't find anything to sell, but I found some nice fancy words talking about that Arsena ring, all right. Say it's worth a lot. Everyone talks about it like it's made of gold. Like it poops emeralds or something. Don't know what it does, but I want one.
And it's supposedly back in that castle?
That's what they say down in the basement down below.
Who is they?
Some Hell Knight. I don't know. Is it in the journal?
Oh. How does the Stagram over here, Hell Knight in a journal?
Give me a perception check.
That is an 11 on the die for 14.
Yeah, you do see his head tilted.
Yeah, he
And he goes back to being stone faced and riding the horse. Yeah, he's been quiet. He's just soaking it all in. Mm-hmm. Yes. Finally, you guys get down to Breachill. Mm-hmm. All right. There's guards at the gate.
And now it's probably like 5:36ish in the evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point,
It's raining on us. Boddy has his
raining.
coat
Yeah.
pulled up.
Mm-hmm. You see a couple guards. They got cloaks up over their heads, standing there at the gate.
Plame will nudge Warble and go tell him we've come back and brought the bounty.
So she runs forward and waves at them. And the two of them, they bend down, listen. One of them says, like, you see him put his hand up, like, stay here. One of them runs off. About a minute later, they come back. And there's another guard with him. You recognize him. He was the guy who was in the Call of Heroes with you. Jon Jonsen, son of Jon. No, it's a family name. So one of them went and fetched him. He comes jogging back. You know, he's got his chainmail, he's got his mace out, and he's looking very official. All right, and he comes out and it's like, yeah, I see you've caught the little slip. Yeah, good. All right, they'll want him in the town council right now.
Oh.
Like right now?
They said the moment we see him, to bring him back.
Oh, okay. Jan,
Yeah.
is there a cleric in town?
Yeah,
A
we have
healer?
a couple, yeah.
Could you maybe have them meet us at the town council?
He looks over to one of the guards and nods, and all right, he takes off.
Thank you very much.
Right. All right, and so he leads you down through the gate, across town, over the little bridge, because Breach Creek runs through the middle of Breachin. Past the fountain with all the water, past the statue of Lambton Breachton, to a very burnt up city hall. Not to the front door, because that's still under repair. And the guard kind of gives you a look and said lead you around to the back entrance. It takes you into a small room where Greta Gardelia, the town's mayor, they call her the president of the council, presider of the council, something like that. That's where she's sitting in there, and she's apparently going through, looks like some kind of, you would guess from what she's mumbling, something about going through budgets and such.
Nice.
From what she's mumbling now. Alrighty. And she looks up and it's like, I see you've got him.
Yeah, we got a little present for you. And Nara will throw him on the floor.
She smiles and says, I had no doubt that you would bring him in. Most certainly. I knew you heroes would be the right ones for the job. Excellent. Right, and Warble is quick to point out that you also succeeded at saving the Bumblebrashers, which she clearly feels is the most important thing. And the town councilwoman is kind of, and sort of brushes her off.
Oh,
and orders Jan here to take him into custody and to prep a room so that they can interrogate him properly. Proper authorities.
Ooh.
And they stop, and everyone sort of stops and kind of goes still when Alec walks into the room with his big armor.
And this guy helped us out quite a bit.
Yes, a Hell Knight.
He's in training. He's not an actual Hell Knight.
Didn't know there were any left up in the hill.
But he saved us. He did a pretty good job. He knows how to swing a sword. I'd thank him too.
Stagram says, yes, I'm quite eager for the trial. And then the hanging, of course. Or did you prefer impalement? It's really a matter of choice.
wow.
Fawin's eyes kind of dart back and forth amongst everybody.
I leave that to the judge. Huh?
Yeah, the Breachton might do it a little differently. I'm sure just as effectively, but just different.
He kind of, and he just kind of hangs back, leans against the wall, and watches you guys.
So is the halfling talking, or did he fall back unconscious?
He's still awake. But he's giving everyone the stink eye right now.
They can see he's alive.
Yeah, I'm not talking to nobody.
This guy was going on about some vice and bookshop.
Vaz Lorraine.
Yeah, what do you know of her, counselor?
Oh, she owns the Reliant bookstore.
I would love to read, just to maybe peruse some of her wares.
Apparently she's some kind of witch.
And it stops. Excuse me.
Fawin's cowl just kind of turns and looks at Inara.
Boddy uses this time to go retrieve his caltrops from the bottom of the halfling's feet. And since we're letting
Plame was, yep, that's a little halfling. He kind of sneers. So what he thinks of her anyway. He
Really does not like her very much at all.
Anyway, Gerda looks at me and goes, I will have you know, Vaz Lorraine may not be the most social individual in town, but she is a respected member of our business community and has been for many years.
That's fine.
I would ask you to not cast dispersions about our citizens so casually.
Okay, you don't have to get all defensive about it.
And Plame's gonna look at him. Cast dispel what?
Don't accuse people of things.
we're just relaying what we were told. I know the thing. You don't think it's true?
Jan spoke with this Vaz after you had left, since he had been in her employ, and it turns out that she had fired him for stealing several days ago.
Oh, he talked about that too. He stole some books and some scrolls. In fact, I think he might have been the one that set the fire.
Yes,
He fed to himself, so I'm with Stagger. We should definitely try him and get to the hanging quick.
Plame has a thing against halflings.
only ones that like damn near kill him. Do 2 daggers into you?
You just see Stagger reach over to one of the desks and goes, agreement. She says, of course I expect you will want your payment.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Thank you.
All right. She steps out of the door and you hear her talk to someone. She steps back in. Goes, yes. I believe the agreed upon was 10 gold pieces for the return of the fugitive.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's a little tugging at her sleeve. She says, yes. And another 6 for saving the Bumblebrashers.
That's what heroes do.
Per person.
Total.
Oh.
Nice. So that's 4 gold each.
So 4 each? Okay.
Be worse.
Her robe gets tugged at again, and you hear Warble whispering at her, and she goes, oh, I'm sorry. 10 more for saving the Bumblebrashers, 20 total.
Okay.
Hey,
So it's 5 each.
5 each. 5 each. Nice.
Yes, it should be 4 each.
Stagram and I smile at
Are we going to split with Stagram? That's the question.
I think so.
Yeah.
He seems to be laughing to himself after he said it.
Does he mean it is the question. Well, we leave for a potion.
Be nothing but goodwill.
Boddy looks to Fawin and says, is he serious?
An 18 plus 7 society or diplomacy?
Okay. I don't think so. The Hell Knight's not interested in money.
He's interested.
Well, he asked me to pay for that potion earlier.
Well, that's because there was a transaction of Hell Knights don't give anything for free.
I would have died.
Like I said, Hell Knights don't give anything for free.
So 5 each or?
5 each.
Okay.
So do these clerics ever show up
Yeah.
asking for a friend?
He says, coughing up a lung.
By friend, you mean your spleen.
What is Plame's health? What's he at?
4.
Oh my gosh, you and Inara look terrible.
He's at 5. He's at pretty deep across the face.
Yeah.
So you got the big wound in
That
here.
one gave me 2.
You took 1 hit point from me, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
So you're 5. Yeah, she's got the huge bite out of her side down here. He's got a big gash across his face, and then one jammed in his shoulder.
That halfling was nasty.
He was
attitude. He was grumpy. He was.
Speaking of which, Boddy would like to identify all the magical items that he has while we're now that we have a little time.
All right. He had a short bow, and then that pouch you took off of it had a couple potions in it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we can give Stagram back his potion now.
Maybe. What kind of potions we got?
How old do we identify?
For on an Arcana check, it says it's a 10.
I'm trying to remember.
Does it look like other potions that we've seen?
It looks similar, but not the same.
Oh, okay. So it's not the same as one's. Oh, maybe it's better version. Maybe we're lucky.
Maybe.
This guy is.
Don't give him this.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one I failed on. The short bow, should I check for it?
Yeah.
It's 7 plus 6 is a 13.
He's got no idea. You want to check, Fawin?
Yeah, Boddy asked for some help.
Yeah, well, let me do the last one, the last potion.
Yeah.
2. So no, Boddy's like, I'm having a hard time figuring out what these things are, Fawin. You want to give it a gander?
Well, rolled a natural one. She has no idea what the bow is. No clue whatsoever, like what it does.
Oh, what is that?
Cheese and crackers. Another natural one.
So last episode, Plame rolled the double ones.
Oh.
Now it's Fawin's turn. Come on, do it.
and a 9.
On those critical failures, you misidentify the magic as something of the GM's choice.
So you think you know.
This is clearly
But
a polymorph potion.
Well, this one.
It's the first thing that popped in my head. Sorry.
So, the one we've never seen before, I think it changes your form. Probably a potion of like polymorph, I think is the name of it. That would be really handy. For the one that's similar to the ones we've seen, she rolled a 16.
Okay, that is a healing potion, but it's not a minor healing potion. It's a lesser.
Oh.
Nice.
And then the one, is it just like a darker red, or what do you think?
Yeah, sure. It'll be a darker red.
Yeah. And the darker red one is a lesser healing potion. We've been using minor ones.
So we actually all believe that is a polymorph.
Well, I mean, that's what Fawin believed.
Yeah.
And
I
the
don't
bow, she's pretty sure it's that the rune on
It's
it.
cursed, man.
Oh, and she takes kind of her hands back. She goes, I think that's a cursed ruin. The markings there on the edge it's probably why he did so poorly.
Plame gives you a look.
Probably why he didn't. I mean, why he didn't use it, right? Because maybe he figured out it was bad.
It's like a bow that you always miss with.
Perhaps, it causes problem for you. He probably figured that out. That's why he didn't shoot us like fish in a barrel from the top.
I got a question, because I've never even thought about this before. So I have oddity identification. We talked about that earlier because that allowed me to make supernatural creatures. It also allows me to identify magic, but it says trained only. What does that mean?
You have to have points in the skill. You can't do it.
Yeah.
But there is no skill for it to identify magic.
Yes, there is. So Arcana, Occultism, Religion, and Nature all have different.
Well, I had
identification.
occultism. Oh.
It depends on the item. Some items can be identified by any one of those. Some of them specifically say it has to be a certain one. So you ask him what to roll for, and he has to tell you. So you have to look at the magical item and see what it requires.
I'll let you use occultism at least on that one potion.
Okay. Yeah. And rolled 13 plus occultism, which is 3, so a 16. When she's pulling out and looking at it, it says polymorph, and
It looks just like the other potion.
he looks at her and says, Are you sure about polymorph? Because I've looked at a lot of the healing potions in the different places, because we use them a lot in the circus when, somebody takes a bad fall, or, one of the animals decides they're a little more hungry than they are, performing, and, they both look the same to me.
This dark blackish color, though, seems totally like polymorph.
Are you colorblind?
What?
They're both the same color.
Can probably get like an 8 or a second check, or just, is it a trust Plame thing, or she's convinced?
Maybe we should wait and have one of the local
maybe more advanced mages try to tell us if this is true or not.
Fawin gives a long look at Plame. She obviously believes he has no idea what he's talking about. It's obviously a polymorph potion, but
She's like, sure, if it'll make you feel better, Plame.
Second opinions never hurt. Sometimes you can, have a ring somebody says it's worth, a copper, and you take it to some other better person, and they'll give you a silver for it.
Look, Plame, as much as I don't like Fawin, she kind of knows what she's talking about when it comes to this now.
I know. I'm just saying second opinions are good. And we're in town. There's, higher level people this is what they do for a living. They don't go out tramping in the woods. They sit here and they look at items that people bring them. They, have more experience.
Fawin says, fine, I'll take it to the bookshop owner. The halfling's correct. She knows all kinds of drinking. Honey, do you want to keep that lesser potion?
Yeah, Boddy's going to keep that.
Yeah. And then does anybody do you want to hang on to the other two items as well, or you want to Fawin to take them to the bookstore later for identification, or it doesn't matter?
So Boddy, when you say that the bow is cursed, he looks at it and he thinks about it. He says, that don't seem very likely that this halfling has a cursed bow. I think Plame's right. We should take it to get it looked at by someone that does weapons.
Well, I never. You guys are just so tired and out. Fine, that's fine. I don't mind being proven right later.
Where are those clerics? Where are those clerics?
Okay, eventually there's a knock at the door.
Oh my God, finally, get in
It
here.
opens up, and there's a dwarf and this kind of tall, burly lady standing out there. And they're like, somebody call for that cleric. He's got a bug. Oh, hell yeah, good.
Inara's kind of cleric.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think we all can use some patching up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I know what cures it is. You just hand you a bug.
Oh, no.
You are a cool guy, you know that?
Oh, no. And Fawin mumbles under her breath, Caden, Colleen, oh my gosh, chaos, bravery, of course he lives in this town. Caden Colleen is a human who ascended to godhood on a drunken dare.
Yep, he's known as the accidental god because he got drunk and oopsie became immortal.
So this is a cleric of that god.
Ale, bravery, freedom, charm, travel. He's a mess.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's a cleric?
We'll find out.
Could be the real thing.
Yeah, Stagger looks at him like, oh, you. Like backs away. Yeah, he is clearly not happy with him being here. So you take a big swig and 7 points healed. Oh. Nice. Nothing heals you better than ale. Or heals you better than heal. Whichever.
Hey, you got another one of those?
He's a little blotto. Yeah. And he's got a keg hanging off of a rope around his neck. I got a keg full of them. Pops the cork out. It's like a St. Bernard, man. Well, it's not right on his neck. It's kind of hanging down. He pours it, and he mumbles some things about Caden Howdy. And you know what he's hitting, and then it's a good drink. 30 times.
Give me that and she'll chug the whole thing again.
That'll be 3 more points.
Okay.
It's losing potency as you lose consciousness.
This is the coolest cleric I've ever seen.
It's awesome. Drunken healing.
Now go.
You gotta make prayer. What?
So is the dwarf the card too?
The dwarf is the cleric, yes. The big one behind him hasn't talked yet.
She's just having fun.
Just drinking, buddy. Oh my god.
Of course. She knows it's a tavern.
Did you get fully healed or no?
No, I'm at 15. I'll have to drink more.
That means you still have wounded one.
Oh, does it?
Gotta be healed at full.
Or if I can treat wounds proper one.
Yeah, this is what I'm little pointer I can give.
Fawin somehow understood that. You look terrible. This next one's for you. Here's a drink.
Took a lady behind.
That's for the sin. Yeah, speak Dwarven.
I didn't know I spoke Dwarven.
So Plame like looks at him, look up at the lady behind him. What did he say?
He said, have a drink.
So Plame takes the mug and sips on it.
Yep.
Finishes it all off.
He says something. Good stuff.
This is it.
Yeah, he blesses it. You take a swig, and it's going to be 2 points of healing.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't work at all.
I don't know why it doesn't work as well on him, but oh well.
You see a little trickle of blood slowly. Slow, but still trickles.
Fawin completely missed her wisdom check that I gave myself, and somehow she's able to understand this dwarf as he's talking, and she's like, sure, why not? And so she will wait her turn, but she's like, do you have one of those for me?
Oh, we did it every time we go on to the reading area.
Yes.
Oh. Pours another one out. He turns to the tavern keeper. I need a refill.
Get a refill. Nice.
Wait, no. Well, it's for you. He starts to drink it. Hey, in a minute. He hands it over to you. Ooh, 8 points. You should be at full now.
She is. Fawin takes a drink and keeps drinking and keeps drinking, keeps drinking.
Best ale you've ever had.
It just warms you up on the inside.
Now you get it, Fawin.
That's
Now
real.
you
Well, I
get
just
it.
had the crinkle and the chill from Boddy earlier, and I feel great.
You love these guys. Great. I do.
Wonderful. Plame, you should have another one.
I think he's out.
Oh, is he?
He's a little
We've drained the cleric of healing spells for the day.
Yeah. You know, his body in the corner being a buzzkill. He is not partaking in any of the.
He's just noping.
He just, remember at the bar the first time we met? He didn't drink anything then.
That's true.
He's not drinking anything now.
It's pretty good, isn't it? Isn't it? You like it?
My respects. Never knew that the drunken hero could do such good work.
I know, isn't it pretty? I mean, learn this kind of magic. How much potential I could have if you were just around with healing beer.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. If I do that, then I won't be able to achieve any of my... That's a... you're right. That's a good idea. She kind of shakes her head, blinks 3 or 4 times, and, clarity comes back to Fawin there. So.
Achieve what now?
I actually don't remember what I was going to say, but yeah.
You don't drink very much, do you?
No.
That elven wine is nothing.
It's for social engagements. Cleanse the palate. Add to the flavor of the food.
After our conversation, Inara wants to walk over to Boddy. You okay over here? What's going on?
Right.
Look, I know you're really trying with this medic thing. I think you're doing a good job. I just think you need a little bit more practice.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm just thinking about what we saw in that Hell Knight castle and the fighting we did, and it's just
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, the only fighting I've seen before is for power and for climbing the ranks, and this is just, it's different.
Yeah, saving people.
We just risked our lives for each other and
Yeah.
helped each other.
Doesn't it feel good? Doesn't it make your heart mushy?
It's different, for sure. I'm just glad we all made it out okay.
Me too, and she'll slap him on the back. And it's not like a light slap.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
You're a good guy, Boddy. You know that?
Right.
You're a good guy.
I appreciate that, I think.
And you, Plame, you're a good goblin. I like you. And you're, for a half-elf, you're kind of cool.
Thank you.
I don't mind you. I'm starting to not mind. I'm sorry about that little tussle we had back in the castle, but...
Yeah, it's all good.
We're friends.
Yeah.
And so the dwarfy, I'm with you for all. Gives the door.
Please, sir.
He stumbles off, and then he turns and comes back by, going the other direction.
Plame shakes his head. That guy speaks common worse than I do.
Yeah, what kind of accent is that, right? And the lady pulls her cloak on. It says, Bryn Taith. And if you ever are in need of a little drink, please keep Caden's keg in mind. And may his blessing be on all of you.
Oh,
May your journeys be fast, your adventures wondrous, and your treasures many. And she slaps Plame on the shoulder. Says, and you, my friend, you're a tough one yet. I think there may be a making of a hero in you. You have my blessings.
oh.
Slaps you a good one and walks out. And you feel oddly better. Like about 10 points of healing.
And he strips up shoes. See that? That is a healer.
And so you get one final thing from her grand blessing. Second level.
Finally.
So come back for our next adventure with our new and improved heroes. Level 2.
Will be anything?
Face the joyous adventure deep in the vault below Helmvite Hill. Hopefully.
All right.
You think it'll be more dangerous than a bookstore?
You can go check out a bookstore if you want that. There's stuff you can do for sure.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot on our list. Next time. All right, see you guys next time.
Wayfinder Legends is a production of Red Dirt RPG LLC, and all original characters and artwork are the property of their respective creators. The Age of Ashes Adventure Path was originally produced by Paizo Publishing, and all Paizo titles, characters, and artwork are used with respect under the guidelines of the OGL and ORC gaming licenses. If you like what you've heard, join the party at patreon.com, Red Dirt D&D. You'll get additional content, Discord access, quarterly gifts, and more. Join the party at patreon.com/reddirtdnd.
That's like there.
Oh.
Ooh, and the gods did not like that. They were very, very cross with that happening.
I'll read my book some more.
Yeah. Yeah. You might want to read through that thing like 2 or 3.
That's the best line.
Ooh.
It's booze. Spoiler.
It's a shield that has a big mug on it, and you can reach in and pull the mug off the shield. And you can read it, pull another mug off.
Never-ending drunkenness.
He's interested.
Well, you asked me to pay for that potion earlier.
Well, that's because there was a transaction of Hell Knights don't give anything for free.
We'll wait until the end of the adventure. We'll see if he survives.
He won't need it if he's dead.
Down to 2 health points. You didn't make it.
Worst case
And he looks over at Warble and says, we don't have to pay back the debt.
Exactly.
You're really smart, Fawin. I don't know how you figured it out.
I deserve hero points for the role playing I'm doing right now. Absolutely.
I'll give you one next time.
We're friends.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are all drunk right now on this. I'm right there.
I'm barely affected, apparently.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You're goblin. You drank literal poison on purpose.
Yeah, we only did 2, so, it wasn't as strong, obviously.
I like Fawin, but like the rest of us, she doesn't have a whole lot of experience. It's not like she's level 2.
I'm sure you're trying to say something. I just don't know what it would be.
It's all right. It was more important than Fawin, who was on like 17 hit points, to get that than Plame, who's on 6.
That's an important thing.
Mesmer goes,
They share a psychic bond. Mesmer's drunk. She starts chasing an invisible fly.